Hi, my name is Vanessa and welcome back to my channel. On this channel, we talk anything from entrepreneurship to business goals, to how to make money online, to side hustles, and to how to find your purpose and your passion in a chaotic world. Now, before we go on to the topic of today, please like, please subscribe so that I know that you enjoy this video. So let's go number one. Okay, but before we go there, the topic of today, I'm getting ahead of myself. The topic of today is how to become better at time management. Now we can go to number one. Number one is waking up early. Waking up early is so important, whether you are a morning lark, right, or night owl, because when you wake up early, that helps you to not be rushing to get things done. You're not rushing to get to work, you're not rushing to eat, you're not rushing to do your task on time. You know, you've got all the time in the world. And when you've got all the time in the world, you can focus on your goals individually without feeling like you're being pressured to do that. Number two, you need to eat, well, not eat, but chase the mice. Basically what this means is, work with your most labor intensive task. It doesn't matter what you're doing, right? Whether you are working on, graphic design that takes so much, brain capacity, or you are working on, writing a book, or whether you are doing something at work that needs to be done, but you're dreading doing it because it requires so much energy, Because here's the thing, regardless of what time you wake up, our brain is a machine and it can only last for so long. So if you're trying to do something that requires so much brain capacity, later on in the day, you've already lost steam. So why not actually do it when you are full steam ahead, when you are ready, when you are energized, when you're rejuvenated, when you feel, even motivated to do it. Number three, the Pomodorro Technique. Now, this basically means breaking down things in 20-minute increments, whatever it is. This is a tool that a lot of people use, especially productive people, because, let's say, for example, you're writing a book. You break down, the writing goals, right, into 20-minute increments. Chapter 1, let's say, will take you maybe an hour. You take 20 minutes, you break for, 5 to 10 minutes, you then go again. So depending on what app you get, sometimes it's 20 minutes, sometimes it's 25 minutes. The goal of it is for you to at least have a 5-minute to 10-minute gap in between so that you can actually rest. Now this leads into number 4, breaking down the goal. Okay, so sometimes we don't finish our goals on time, or we are not as productive as we want to be because we are not doing things the right way. So you got to break down your goals. You might have this lofty goal, maybe it is to work on a balance sheet for a company. Now, I haven't done accounting in a while, but even for accountants, accountants say that balance sheets are easy. Some accountants find it is easy, but it is time consuming. So you need to figure out, okay, what is the first thing I need to do with this goal, whatever it is. And then you work through that. And then when you work through that, it's a lot easier for you to finish your goal or your task on time. All right, so you need to also build on this habit. Now, I can give you all the tools and the tidbits, that you want, but all this is a habit, so you need to be consistent with it. That's where building a routine comes in. You got to build it into your routine so that every day you work on this so that it becomes a habit. Now, when it becomes a habit, it's hard to break that habit. Like, I was never a morning lark. I was a night owl. And eventually I became a morning lark, and it became natural for me to wake up at a certain time. No longer was I struggling to get out of bed. It just became natural, when the clock, rang, when the alarm rang, I would get up and I would actually do my work. So you got to work on it so that it becomes a habit, okay? Now, here's one technique that's so important. Buying a watch. I know it sounds so simple, right? But here's the thing. A lot of people who are terrible with time management tend to not have a watch. A watch helps you keep accountable because naturally you're going to look at it. And when you look at it, it's going to train your brain to say, okay, I need to finish things up. I need to rush things. I need to be on time. Now, chances are if you don't have, watch, you're not going to be taking out your phone all the time because it's cumbersome to do. But with a watch, because it's on you all the time, it's a lot easier for you to just look at your wrist and be like, oh, wait, I need to rush to do A, B, C, and D. Okay, so these are a few of the tips and tricks, that have helped me, and I hope they'll help you. But remember, consistency builds habit. You just have to be consistent. In the beginning, of course, it's going to be hard. It's going to be a hassle to do all this stuff. But eventually, with time, it's going to become a lot easier. Now, these are the best tricks to actually, conquer time management and actually be better at it. Anyway, that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye.